Hey, what's up guys, it's Unleash here today, and we are back with another video on Sonic Frontiers. Now the reason I'm making this video is because after yesterday's video, after recording and stuff like that, we got a bunch of new information for a bunch of news outlets on Sonic Frontiers because obviously the embargo's been lifted on the demo now, so people can actually talk about it, and we also got some screenshots of the HUD of the game, so we might as well talk about it in today's video because why not? So, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let's get into the news at hand. Onto Twitter, we Sonic Rush. So first, we have a high quality screenshot of Sonic Frontiers from the demo at Summer Game Fest, and here we have right here. We could actually get a better look at the HUD now, so before we just had blurry screenshots, we had to try and deduce what was actually there, but now we have some proper actual detail on what the HUD actually looks like right now. So in the top left, we have a ring count, and we see it's capped, sort of similar to Sonic and the Secret Rings once again. And then underneath the ring count, we have the portal gears that we see. Then underneath that, we have I think that's a vault key. And then underneath that, we have the hearts that you have to give to Amy. Right then, here's where things get interesting. If you look on the bottom left, we see that rings, speed, defense, and attack can all be leveled up to 50. 50. Let me just repeat that again. 50. So what we've seen of Sonic's speed right now is nothing compared to what he can actually get to. He's only on level 7 right now. Like, oh my god. We can go to level 50. Like, jeez Louise. This really is Sonic and the Secret Rings. My theory has been correct this entire time. Wow. Right then, onto the bottom right, we have a speedometer with a number next to it. Now, I'm not too sure what that number actually means because, I don't know, you just think that looks like a car, honestly. You have the speed on the right there, and then obviously next to it you have the gear, but obviously this is Sonic, not a car, so I'm not too sure what the number means. Maybe that's something related to the level of speed you're going at or something like that. I don't know, because obviously there's no boost gauge here, so maybe that speedometer is related to the boost gauge. Because we do know that it's apparently limited, like previous people have said, so I'm not too sure. Right, we now turn to Tails' channel, where they have a bit of information on the development of the game. Right, we can skip that top dialogue bit because we already reacted to that yesterday. How much left to do? The team really is working on finishing everything up and finalizing all of the work that needs to get done. They're working long nights in Tokyo right now, trying to get us to that point, so we're getting pretty close to the end right now. Now that is a bit worrying, not going to lie, because obviously it does sound like they're going to get the game finished by the release date, because Iizuka has confirmed that they're not delaying the game, so yeah. But it sounds like they're trying to rush the game out slightly, like just crunch, because they're working late nights to actually get this game done, so I don't know, man, that is just a bit worrying because we don't want to overwork the developers of the game. That's not what we want. If they need more time, just delay the game, Iizuka, like goddamn. Right then, we now have a thread that's actually been translating a Brazilian video on Sonic Frontiers with some new information that we haven't seen before. Now, I'm not going to read the whole thread because some of it we pretty much already know, so I'm just going to pick out the most interesting parts of it. Psyloop can be used contextually. It's used for the wind thingy we've seen before, and for finding hidden goodies like rings hidden in the grass, or to solve puzzles. It's the main tool of the game. He mentions using a PS controller, and homing attack was done by X and square. So they're going back to the Sonic Unleashed way. And I guess that does make sense in this context because they also have a double jump in this game, so by mapping the homing attack to square once again, this will mean that Sonic can double jump at all times without having to homing attack when you don't want to do it. Loading screens throw you in a white room with an obstacle/enemy in front of Sonic, giving you small move challenges and combos to perform. Performing said actions grants you points, and you learned a lot of moves from it that the game didn't had. What? Here we go again. It didn't explain yet. Alright, so the loading screens are going to be like playable then, so you're not just going to be sat there waiting. You're actually going to have things to do, which is brilliant, honestly. Great to hear. Game has RPG elements, such as a skills tree. He mentions a stomp being the skill tree, although I'm not sure if he's referring to Sonic's regular stomp or a combat stomp. There's a move called Sonic Booms, okay, I'm sorry, which is like a kick that throws projectiles at the enemies. Spin Slash, which is a sequence of rotating cuts. Loop Kick, which is a powerful dive kick, I'm guessing the one we've seen used a lot in the IGN combat video. Homing Shot, which is a sequence of energy blasts, probably the one from the combat video. He mentions that there were also skills that would get unlocked with progressing through the story, but there was no information about it, just that the slots were there. The game doesn't seem to handhold the player much, it just gives you the save your friends objective. Alright, so we do get some more insight on what moves you actually get in the game. Some of them do sound kinda samey though. Like the Sonic Boom and the Homing Shot, Sonic will throw stuff at the enemies with a kick or something, and then once again, Homing Shot throws more things at enemies, so I'm hoping there's a bit more variety in the moves and not just samey moves here and there, because obviously I want to see more things in the game. Don't make it like a Balan Wonderworld and say, we have 100 different costumes or whatever it was. Yeah, like half of them are the same as each other, so it's not really different costumes at all. We want to make sure there's variety in these moves. There are a few creatures called Kokos that you can interact with. His pronunciation is a little weird, but I guess it's this game's Koroks. They're lost, and you need to find them. You pick them up and take them to the Elder, which in turn grants Sonic's speed levels and ring collection levels, increasing Sonic's top speed and the amount of rings Sonic can hold. Think secret rings, I guess, respectively. The game also has seeds you can find, I'm guessing the fruits we've been seeing, through the map by doing puzzles and defeating enemies, which you can use to trade with the Hermit for strength or defense upgrades. All these attributes appear in the lower left corner of the screen in the HUD. I guess this is what the crossing we've seen in leaked screenshots is. So this is interesting. Now yesterday, I didn't actually notice this until Sam pointed it out, but when Sonic is actually running on this bridge, you actually do see him pick up one of these rock things. So I'm guessing those are the things that you give to this Elder thing, and then he gives you some speed and ring points. They use to unlock more levels for your speed and rings. And the same thing with the Hermit, you have to get the fruit, I'm pretty sure, and then give that to him, then he gives you attack and defense points. So this will give you an incentive to actually get all these collectibles. You want to make Sonic go faster? Well, get those Kokos then. You want Sonic to be stronger? Well, collect the fruit then. They all go up to 50, and at all times you have X/50 showing there. Yeah, that's what we saw in the screenshot earlier. Beyond all that, Sega promises there'll be side quests and mini games, but he didn't got a chance, god damn it, to play through those in the demo. Okay, so there will be side quests in this game then. So what about NPCs? Are we going to have NPCs here? Because that's what I want to know. I think that would be pretty cool, honestly. It would make this world feel more alive, even though that kind of defeats the point because this is supposed to be a mysterious world, but there's certainly some sort of life in here. There are also a type of collectible called memory tokens. While the law hasn't been explained, it seems to indicate that Sonic needs them to remember the existence of his friends in order to be able to reach them and rescue them. Alright then, so Sonic has actually lost his memory then. That is interesting because a lot of things have been said in the leaks is that the cyberspace stages are used to actually make Sonic remember his memories. So maybe it really is the reason that the cyberspace stages are just reused from generations because Sonic's trying to remember his memories. Spoiler alert, I guess. He mentions his demo ended at the exact moment Sonic found Amy. And as they were going to talk to each other, a mysterious figure appears in the background, which he thinks is the game's villain. He says that the mysterious creature has a silhouette of a human child, but the demo ended there. And he got cut off, so he doesn't know what happens next with Amy, but she was imprisoned in some sort of weird looking cocoon. Right, that's it for that thread there, so we know what the main game's villain looks like then, so it's some sort of mysterious creature with a silhouette of a human child, which is weird. I mean, we can't have a child be the main villain of Sonic Frontiers. I mean, is it really Chris Thorndyke like a lot of people have been saying? But also, Amy is imprisoned in some sort of cocoon, which is strange. So this doesn't imply that Sonic's friends have been trapped on some other islands. They've just been trapped by some main villain or something. So who knows? Maybe when you do save Sonic's friends, you can unlock them as a playable character. But the final piece of info here is from a media outlet's hands-on preview of Sonic Frontiers. Now, once again, we'll be taking out the most important bits because a lot of it we've seen already. The Sonic Frontiers demo from this weekend's Summer Game Fest event in Los Angeles starts with a short cutscene. A bewildered Sonic the Hedgehog finds himself on an unfamiliar island, separated from his friends Tails and Amy. A talking drone gives Sonic some cryptic direction about collecting goobers to save his friends or something. While they chat, we inexplicably cut to an extreme close-up of Sonic's hands. After a few quips and some light exposition, I gain control of Sonic and slam down on the turbo button, which I refuse to let go for the entire length of the demo. Moments later, I tried to run up a stone staircase, but instead get launched into the air at a 45, then watch as Sonic helplessly tumbles down a cliff while the screen fades to black. I didn't play nearly enough to decide whether or not this is a good Sonic game, but it certainly is a Sonic game. Okay, so a talking drone gives Sonic's directions, not the AI voice. Unless the AI voice is a talking drone, then I'm not sure, but yeah, apparently Sonic gets knocked out when he's actually gone through the portal then, apparently. So does Sonic lose his memory after going through the portal, or does he lose it after being knocked out here? Not sure. Before I get into the specifics of gameplay, I have to mention the settings menu, which came up automatically at the start of the demo. I don't know if this will make it into the release version, but the settings include a dozen or so sliders that allow you to customize the way Sonic controls. There are 5 different sliders related to Sonic's speed, as well as turning, acceleration, resistance, and more. I can understand why we want to give players the opportunity to customize ways Sonic handles to some degree. Sonic has an all-ages fanbase after all, but this felt more like Sega isn't sure how to tune the physics, so it's just making us figure it out. I just lived every option to the max, and honestly, it felt pretty good. There's not really any harm here. Just another thing to add to the long list of Sonic Frontiers' quirks. Honestly, I'm not really too sure on this because while it is good to have some sort of customization in your games, I kinda do agree with what the person said here. I feel as if Sega should just know how to make Sonic control well. Just make it a good controlling Sonic, then we won't need to change it, right? I mean, that just might be me thinking here, but I feel as if Sega should just give us a good controlling Sonic anyways. Why do we actually need to change it to make it actually play better? But I don't know. A lot of people have been saying that they actually think it's a great idea, so who knows, that might just be me. There's another core gameplay mechanic in Sonic Frontiers that, according to the NDA that I signed, I'm not allowed to talk about until June 29th, so that's obviously Cyberspace, obviously. If you've been following the IGN first coverage, however, it's already been revealed and widely discussed. I'll have a lot more to say about it in a couple of weeks because it's a major part of the game and I think it's great. Alright then, Cyberspace gameplay on June 29th then? Is that best what's been confirmed here? And according to this guy, what he said here too, he thinks that Cyberspace is a great gameplay style too, so yeah, that's pretty great overall. Anyways, that about it for today's video. So we got a whole bunch of details about Sonic Frontiers in today's video. Starting off, we got a bunch of story details, a better look at the hood, the things you can do in the open world, we have customizable physics for Sonic, and most likely a date for when we're going to be seeing Cyberspace officially. But what do you guys think of all of this news? Does it make you more excited or even less excited for Sonic Frontiers? Let me know down below. Love to see what you guys have to say. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, especially that last one. Don't forget to become unleashed by hitting that join button down below. And remember, it's not necessary. And I will see you all next time. Peace!